A knife and cutting board are two of the most utilized tools in the kitchen. Proper knife cuts are important not just for presentation, but also to make sure the product cooks evenly and consistently. Before cutting, be sure the cutting board is properly set up. Do this by wetting a clean towel, wringing it out of any excess water, and place it along the edges of the counter. Next, take the cutting board and align it with the towel. If you attempt to move the board, the wet towel acts as glue and it will lock it in place. This is done for safety and accuracy. To begin breaking down the potato, start by peeling off the skin. If there are any eyes or spots present, remove those as well. Next, because the product is round and can roll, it must be made into a rectangular block. Cut the edges off so that they are straight 90-degree angles. Once the block base is cut, the first cut is the bâtonnet or stick cut. This measures 2.5 to 3 inches by 1/4 inch by 1/4 inch. To start, grip the product with your hands in a claw position on top with the cut ruler in front. From there, cut 1/4 inch in straight up and down, top to bottom, creating a plank. Repeat this process until the whole block is cut into planks. Now that the block has been cut into planks, stack 2 to 3 on top of each other at a time. If the product is piled too high, it can slip around. Using the claw grip to firmly hold the product lengthwise, cut in 1/4 inch again to create the bâtonnet stick cut. Once the first stack is done, repeat this process with the remaining planks. The next cut is a small dice, which will break down the sticks even further. This cut is a square that is 1/4 inch on all sides. The small dice is one of the most used cuts in the kitchen. To make a small dice, gather a handful of bâtonnet sticks and line them up together. Grip the product tightly and cut 1/4 inch in, creating 1/4 inch cubes. Continue working down the sticks until that they are all diced. Next, to create the julienne cut, repeat the process of the bâtonnet, but with smaller measurements. Line the potato block against the ruler and cut planks that are 1/8 of an inch thick. Work through the block until it's all planks. After the planks are cut, stack a few planks on top of each other to speed up the process, but not so many that they slip. Line those up to the ruler and slice at the 1/8 inch mark to make sticks. Finally, the brunoise cut. This is the same technique as a small dice, but again, smaller measurements. To start, gather a few of the julienne sticks, line them up together against the ruler, and cut at the 1/8 inch mark to create cubes, the brunoise. Practicing good knife techniques will eventually lead to increased hand dexterity. These cuts should become easier each time and are a relatively inexpensive technique to practice over and over again. In the beginning, take the time to do these cuts well, and the speed and consistency will develop.